Okay, 皆さんこんにちは。Now let me start our lesson for chapter 9 grammar. Okay, this is a video recording for chapter 9 grammar. Okay, so in chapter 9, okay, we are going to study about grammar. Okay, the first one, as I told you in vocabulary video, okay, the topic about chapter 9 is mostly related to how to express your feeling, your interest. Okay, like number one, kirai, like, dislike. Number two, understand, and then number three is just giving reason. Okay, now, okay, let's we move without wasting our time. We move on to our first slide. All right. Okay, so the first slide is related to what about like or dislike. Okay, let's say if you want to say I like uh, uh, Italian cooking, all right? Italian cooking. Okay, so 私はイタリア料理好きです。But in between, you need to put a particle in between the noun and also 好き. I like. What is the particle? The particle is が. Okay. 私はイタリア料理が好きです。So particle が is actually, okay. Then ski is actually adjective. Yeah. Okay. The particle actually indicate direct object of like or dislike. Okay. That's why in this case you are not using the particle what. Okay. What is when you are talking about some general subject, but when you say about your interest, your feeling to something is about specific object. Okay, so when we are dealing with specific object, usually we are using the particle が remember. Okay, 私はイタリア料理が好きです。Okay, same case if you want to say you like watching movie. Okay, you like movie, cinema. 私は映画が好きです。Okay, and then, but if you don't like a movie, okay, how to create negative form sentence, okay? Remember what we did in chapter 8 when we are dealing with non-adjective negative form, okay? So in order to say some I dislike, what you can do is Egaga is just same, similar to what we did in slide before, but at the end of the sentence, you need to change this into じゃありません、ではありません. Remember how to deal with negative form of non-adjective. Alright, 好き is non-adjective. Okay, so same case, if you want to say you dislike vegetable, okay, 私は野菜が、好きじゃありません. Okay, usually Japanese people not using word kirai. Okay, kirai. Why? If you using the word is not a big problem. Okay, but actually the meaning is quite strong for Japanese people. Okay, as I told you many times, Japanese people is very soft person. Okay, like to refuse offer indirectly and so on. So if you say 私は野菜が嫌いです, the meaning become very strong, and then the Japanese people accept your feeling as a big no. Okay, big no to vegetable. Even though actually, even though sometimes actually for Malaysian people when we say dislike, hate, it's not a big thing. Okay, just simply maybe I don't like it, but if you offer it, maybe sometime I can try it. Okay, something like. But when you use word kirai for Japanese people, it's very big no. That's why in order to avoid the misunderstanding like this, just simply use word 好きじゃありません. Okay. But if you want to put a level about your dislike, maybe you can use amariski ja arimasen. The meaning is not so. Remember, we did in chapter 8 before this. Not so, not amari genki ja arimasen. Not so healthy, right? Okay. Amariski ja arimasen. Not so like, okay. Same case for this. Okay. 私はカラオケが好きじゃありません. Okay. あまり好きじゃありません. Okay. And then in order to asking question, okay, the rules is just similar, okay. Ski desu ka? Just put desu ka after the word ski, okay. But if you want to asking question, what kind of sport? Okay, remember the word what kind, donna. What kind of sport or sports do you like? Donna sports ga ski desu ka? Okay, so if you want to say football, soccer, ga suki desu. Okay, remember the particle ga and particle ga because we are speaking about specific topic here. All right. Okay, so that's all for first grammar in chapter 9. Now we move on to second grammar. Wakari must understand. Okay, this one also using particle ga here. You can see, right? It's about specific thing. Okay. So, for example, first example here, let's say if you want to say, Siti-san. Siti-san understand Japanese language. Okay? Siti-san wa Nihongo ga wakarimasu. Okay? Same case in ga is indicate in direct object that she, he, or they understand. Alright? Siti-san wa Nihongo ga wakarimasu. Okay? Simple. Alright? Nihongo ga wakarimasu. Okay? But let's say if you want to say Siti-san understand Japanese language a little bit. Okay? This is what we discussed in vocabulary before this. Okay? If you want to say little bit, you can put the word skoshi before wakarimasu. Siti-san understand a little bit Japanese language. Alright? So skoshi is another word you can apply here. Okay? But let's say if you want to say roughly more, okay, compared to a little bit, actually roughly much more understand about Japanese language. So you can use the word daitai wakarimasu, okay. And then let's say if you want to say Siti-san understand Japanese language very well, okay, you can put word yoku before wakarimasu. Siti-san wa Nihongo ga yoku wakarimasu, okay. And then another example here, okay, maybe if you want to say Kimura-san understand kanji, okay, kanji ga wakarimasu. Or but the negative form here, okay, how you can transform the sentence into negative form, not understand, is simple. You change the word wakarimasu into wakarimasen because, okay, wakarimasu considered as a verb. So the negative form for verb is simply change the word mas into masen. Okay? Ari-san wa kanji ga wakarimasen. Okay, now we are dealing with a level of understanding. Okay, let's say if you want to say, Ali, not 100% understand, not 100% not understand, but not so understand about kanji. So you can put word amari before wakarimasen. Ali-san wa kanji ga amari wakarimasen. Okay. And if you want to say Ali not understand Japanese language at all, you can say Ali-san wa kanji ga zenzen wakarimasen. Not understand at all. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so this is just some summary for what we discussed just now, the level or degree of word we can use together in order to express our feeling, our understanding about something. Okay, so if you are using the word yoku, meaning is very well. Okay, but if you are not if you understand a little bit, you can use the word skoshi. So data is actually be in between yoku and skoshi. Okay, this is the example we discussed just now. Kanji ga yoku wakarimasu, kanji ga daitai wakarimasu, kanji ga skoshi wakarimasu. Okay. All right. Okay. So for negative sentence, okay, you can use word amari and zenzen. Okay. Kanji ga amari wakarimasen, not so understand. Okay. Kanji ga zenzen wakarimasen, not understand at all. Okay. Okay, finish for second grammar. Okay. So now we move on to our last grammar in chapter 9, okay, giving reason for the question, okay. So the word is kara. When you see the word kara, meaning you are giving reason, okay. So let's say we look into first example here, okay. So you want to say, you need to go back early, okay. Hayaku kaerimasu. Kaerimasu is go back to home, okay. Hayaku is early, okay. Remember the word we discussed in vocabulary, okay. Actually the word is from hayai, but okay, for the moment just remember lah, the word hayaku is actually similar to hayai. Why it become hayaku? Because hayai is actually e adjective. So when you are using the word with a verb, you need to change it to ku. Okay, this one is you don't need to understand at the moment. Later on, okay, later on, I will explain about this. Okay, but now you understand hayaku kaerimasu meaning go back home early. So why you need to go back home early? Okay, because you have a birthday party for your kid. 子供の誕生日です。Okay, because if your kid birthday, okay, but if you say without any word in between like this, 今日は子供の誕生日です。早く帰ります。It's grammatically not correct. Okay, it becomes two different sentences. So in order to combine the sentence into one sentence and meaning about giving reason, you can put word kara here. 今日は子供の誕生日です。から早く帰ります。Okay? Reason. Okay? Okay, so now we look into second example here. Okay, so you want to say you are not eating breakfast today. Okay, 朝ごはんを食べません。Why? The question is why you not eating breakfast? Because you have no time. Okay, you have no time. Maybe you wake up late and you have no time. That's why you not eating breakfast. Okay, again, after you put the reason, you need to use word kara. Okay, 時間がありませんから朝ごはんを食べません。Okay, reason. Okay, now I think after we look into two example here, you can see actually when we are dealing with sentence related to given reason, especially for Malaysian student, okay, Malay student, you can see the way we put the sentence in order to give a reason in between Japanese language and Malaysian language is quite different. The order is somehow opposite for Malaysian language and Japanese language because in Malaysia usually we put word similar to kara at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, for example, sorry for the international student. Yeah, now I am speaking to Malaysian student. Okay, for example, if I translate this sentence into Malaysian language, Malay language, okay, it become like this. Disebabkan saya tidak ada masa, saya tidak makan sarapan pagi. So we put the word disebabkan, which is similar to kara, at the beginning of the sentence. Okay, but somehow for Japanese language, we put the word at the middle of the sentence, in between. Okay, this is why sometimes for Malaysian people, you feel it's difficult to understand for sentence related to giving reason like this in Japanese language. But if you understand the order of the sentence is just simply opposite to Malaysian sentence, you much more you can understand much more better. Okay, remember the order is different. Okay, same case for English, I think. Okay, in English, maybe we say because I am late, I am not eating breakfast today. Okay, when we put because at the beginning of the sentence. All right. Okay, so now another example here. Okay, so you are typing using laptop. Why? Okay, why you are typing letter using laptop? Because your writing is not so good. Okay, 字が下手ですから。字 is character or writing 下手ですから not so good. Okay, 字が下手ですからパソコンで手紙を書きます。Oh, sorry. I think this slide is quite a problem. Sorry, yeah. Okay, here. Okay, no need the first color here. No need the first color here. Okay, only one color. Okay, otherwise you are confused. Okay, 字が下手ですから、sorry, I think this one also not good. Alright, okay, suddenly the slideshow is hanging here. Okay, sorry. Alright, okay, so from here lah. Okay, this one the color should be before comma. Okay, before 10. Okay, now I need to continue. Okay, okay, now you want to say 田舎へ帰りません. Not going back to your hometown. Why? Why you are not going back to your hometown to see your family? Because you are very busy. Okay, 忙しいですから。忙しいですから。This one also the から is before comma. Okay, please be careful. Okay. Reason. Okay. So now we are dealing with question. Okay. So you can ask in question whether you go back or not to you go back or not to hometown. Okay. 田舎へ帰りますか? Do you go back to your hometown? Okay. If no, the answer is いいえ、田舎へ帰りません. Okay. Why? Why you are not go back to your hometown? 忙しいですから. Okay. This is another way to do the conversation. Okay. Usually when we are doing conversation using the word hi or ie, we put the reason at the letter. Okay. Not the first sentence, the second sentence. Okay. If you refer back to the slide before, okay, you when I explain to you about giving reason, I put the sentence for reason uh, at first order, okay, and not the second sentence. But when we are doing the conversation like this, and Japanese people not saying いいえ、忙しいですから田舎へ帰ります。It's okay, not 100% grammatically wrong, okay. 田舎へ帰りますか? いいえ、忙しいですから帰りません. Not 100% grammatically wrong, but usually in daily conversation, Japanese people answer to the question first and giving the reason second. That's why the order becoming like this. Answer to the question first, giving the reason second. Okay? いいえ、田舎へ帰りません。忙しいですから much more natural conversation in Japanese language. Alright? Okay. Reason. Okay? And the question before is about CP asking go back or not. Okay? Go back or not. That's why you need to answer first yes or no. Okay? Yes, no question. But now you are asking why. Okay? Why you are not go back to your hometown? どうして田舎へ帰りませんか? 忙しいですから. If you see question like this using the word どうして, you no need to answer はい、いいえ. So you no need to answer you no need to answer はい、はい、帰ります or いいえ、帰りません first. Just go direct to sentence related to giving reason. 忙しいですから。Okay? If you see the word どうして。どうしてから。Okay? Okay, now finish for third grammar. Okay, now what I am going to explain here, starting here, is about something extra knowledge you need in order to answer exercise B. Okay, uh, the first one is actually jozu. Jozu meaning good at. Okay, so if you want to say you are good at drawing, Ari-san wa, no, not you, Ari-san. Okay, if you want to say Ari-san is good at drawing, Ari-san wa e ga jozu desu. Okay. Same thing is ski kirai wakarimasu. You are using particle ga before jozu. Okay. This is related to exercise B number 3. Should be number 3 if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So if you answer exercise B later on and you stuck in number 3, you can refer back to this slide. Okay. So same case for this one. If you want to say Ari-san is good at singing, good at singing or song, okay. Ari-san wa uta ga jouzu desu. Not singing, good at song, Ari-san wa uta ga jouzu desu. Okay. And then if you want to say not good at, okay, simply change the word desu into ja arimasen. Ari-san wa e ga jouzu ja arimasen. Okay. Maybe you can use the word heta, but same case kirai, same case with kirai. Heta is much more a strong word for Japanese people. Okay, Ari-san wa ega heta desu. If you say ega heta desu, especially in case like this, when you try to explain someone else's ability, okay, somehow it become a negative impression for Japanese people. Okay, that's why try to avoid using word heta desu unless you are 100% sure and really want to say the person is not good at all about drawing. Okay, and then okay, you can say Ari-san wa ega heta desu. Okay, Abu-san wa uta ga jouzu ja arimasen. Okay. Okay, another thing you can say about Jozu. Okay, sorry, I am using kanji here. Later on, I will fix it. All right. Okay. If you also can use the word Jozu in order to explain about the subject you are good at. Okay. Let's say if you are good at mathematics. Okay, you can say Ari-san wa sugaku ga tokui desu. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. If you want to say the situation like this, okay, you are not using the word jozu here. Okay. If you are speaking about subject you are good at, you are not using the word jozu, but instead of you are using word Ari-san wa sugaku ga tokui desu. Okay. Because this one is related to knowledge. Sorry for my explanation before this. Okay. Uh, Sugaku is about knowledge. When you are dealing with subject or knowledge like this, okay, it's much more better for you to use word tokui. Okay, tokui. So same case for this one. If you want to say Ari-san is not good at mathematics, Ari-san wa sugaku ga tokui ja arimasen. Ari-san wa sugaku ga nigate desu. Another negative word for tokui. Opposite for tokui is actually nigate. Okay. All right. Okay. Another extra knowledge you need to in order to answer exercise B is arimasu. Okay. This is about possession. You have something. All right. So if you want to say you have a laptop, you can say watashi wa pasokon ga arimasu. Again. Okay. You are using word ga, particle ga in between. Okay. So before particle ga, you can use any noun related to object lah. If you want to say money, you can use okane ga arimasu. If you want to say you have car, you can say pasokon kuruma ga arimasu. Okay. And not only about object you can see through your eyes, it also you can use with word for something you cannot see through your eyes. Some like promise, yaksoku. Okay, yaksoku is not something visible, right? Okay, or jikan. Okay, time, not something visible. Yoji, something to do, not something visible, but still you can use together with arimasu if you have something to do. Okay, for example, yaksoku ga arimasu meaning you have promise, appointment. All right. This one is for you to answer in exercise number 5. Okay. Okay. This one I just now explained to you. Okay. Watashi wa yakusoku ga arimasu. If you have promise. Okay. Watashi wa okane ga arimasu. Okay. And then also you can ask in question using the word arimasu. Okay. Arimasu ka, putting ka after the word. Okay. If you want to ask in question whether Ari-san have money or not, Ari-san wa okane ga arimasu ka? Hai, arimasu. If no, iie, arimasen. Okay. And then if you want to say just as I mentioned in vocabulary video, okay, you can use word takusan or sukoshi together with arimasu in order to say how much do you have, do you possessing about the object. Okay, so if you want to say you have money a lot, money little, for negative word, okay, arimasen, okay, you can use word amari. Okay, okane ga amari arimasen, not so many. I have money, not so many. Okay, amari arimasen. If you want to say I have no money at all, okane ga zenzen arimasen. Okay. Okay, so this is a word related to what we are discussing today. The first one, suki, kirai, jozu, heta, tokui, nigate, wakarimasu, arimasu. Okay? That's all for grammar chapter 9. Okay, if you still not understand very well about it, you can ask me in our online face-to-face online session. Okay? That's all. 頑張ってください。さようなら。Bye.